You already know what it is. Catch me on the stoop, 237, no place like home.
Catch me on the stoop.
Huh?
You know, today we got Myq and Don. Matter of fact, before I even say anything, I'll let them tell you who they are.
What's going on? Myq from this group, management, marketing, media company. This is an acronym for trust, honesty, integrity, success. Sure, we'll get into that. Co-CEO, founder, and pass it to my man Don.
Well, I'm Don. I'm the co-founder, COO of this group, and we represent a wide variety of people.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Can't wait to get into that.
Yeah.
We you know, the funny thing about it is we actually was looking up this group and the concept. Where did you guys come up with that concept?
Yo, so pause, but I DM'd him, right? I saw his DM, right?
The story's great.
To be on some like, yo, let's try to partner together and work a few times, and then he hit me back. And then at the time, our office was on 3rd Avenue in Manhattan. I was like, yo, let's just come in and sit down and have a conversation. Like maybe like a week or two came, and we came in for an hour meeting, turned into 3 hours. And you know when you kind of connect with the individual, like not just from the business level, but the spiritual level, and the things that you're going through within the industry, because the music industry, etc. Both of us had that, and then it just became this other like energy. Then from there, he can take it on the rest.
But after that meeting, it was great. Like you said, we just connected. You know, the industry's I could curse.
Yeah.
The industry all fucked up, right? So the thing is that you met somebody, you know, that was like kind of on the same morals, value. It was just crazy because going through this process, right? So after that 3-hour meeting, go home. Next day, now mind you, that's the first time I met him in person, right?
Yeah.
So I call him the next day. I say, yo, I know we just met yesterday. Don't take this the wrong way.
Sound like it was a date coming on.
Yeah.
But I was in the shower, I was thinking about it. I said, hold on.
In the shower?
That's my office. That's where I come up with ideas.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So,
The best ideas. You know what I'm saying? The best ideas.
So I said, yo, bro, I think we should kind of try to form this coalition aspect of it. Let's call it this group. Stand for trust, honesty, integrity, success. He was like, yo, I'm with it. He called his dude from Atlanta. I said, I got my guy in LA, and we were really trying to form this black-brown coalition. You know what I mean? And we started with that, and then it kind of, you know, we started with some people, and it just didn't work out. It was just me and him that kind of had that laser focus, and that's like why we, you know, here right now.
But I mean, listen, I want to sit down and say that was a dope concept to come up with. And to be able to help the people out, you know what I'm saying? To help the people out. But you guys got a roster there, a roster of folks that y'all got under the umbrella.
Yeah.
So now
he underselling it too. Y'all got a mean roster out there, baby. He underselling it a little bit.
That's what they gonna do. That's what they gonna do.
To get into the kind of talent they dealing with. What y'all looking for?
I mean, we got all of New York. Like we got the ones that create culture movements in New York, right? So we have, you know, and some of those influences are dubbed to be like urban influences, and we hate that concept because the ones that are the urban influences are the ones that change culture.
Talk about it.
If you think about all the popular dances, all the popular anything that's on the content pieces, the trends, is coming from people that look like us.
Yes.
So because of that, we didn't want them to be pigeonholed, and we wanted to get talent that represent who we are, because we're really New York, and we also wanted them to understand that they're okay to be New York too. Yes. Anywhere they go.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
everywhere they go.
Everywhere they go.
Yeah.
So the goal for us was never to have Hollywood, us go to Hollywood, is have Hollywood come to us. Hence why we built our production studio in Queens. Hence why we are still in New York. Why we don't want everybody to go that way. They can create everything they need to do here, and if they got to go to LA to do other things, that's fine too. But this is the foundation.
That's right, because I don't fly.
Yeah.
I'm staying right here.
But you are flying.
But you know,
I like these guys. These guys.
But essentially, you know, we represent a wide variety of black and brown content creators, man. Like Ken Starr.
Yeah, Ken he just announced that he got
his deal
with
Revolt.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's my guy. It's funny, yo.
Yeah.
I like it. It's funny as hell.
Yeah, no, and it's like, you know, for the black and brown aspect of it, like, you know, there's so much segregation, like how we are, like anything that we try to, you know, events that we try to put together or any situation, like I get that the big corporations, they'll have the black initiative, the Spanish, and we're not really about that. Like we're just like, yo, let's just do. Right, we don't have to separate because once you do that, you still cause a segregation out here anyway.
Yeah. You do dope shit. We ain't. Who cares what?
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
And like what Don was saying about the whole New York aspect of it, like, you know, we put this together. Like the concept and the idea was like during pandemic, right? And New York kind of like, you know, in media and press, it was like New York is over with, right? Because of the whole situation. It was like
people moving out.
We New York, like that's what we about. That's why when he was talking off camera about the, you know, we took that picture in the Empire State Building. That's a prestigious building in New York.
Yes.
And we sat there with me and him sitting on milk crates in the lobby
with all our
like
towns
this,
around us.
like because it's like hip hop is the foundation for us, right? And just because we are hip hop doesn't mean we don't know how to handle our business and do what we got to do. And we don't have to, like, we could throw a
Say that for the people in the back. Say that people, because you know what I'm saying. That's real talk right there.
Yeah, and the whole, you know, going back to even on the influencer aspect, the big thing for us is, and y'all appreciate this, like when like I'm 48 years old, I grew up with hip hop, right?
Yes.
Like I am hip hop, like that's what it is. And this influencer game is the new hip hop. The difference is you got people like us that saw what they did and how they took advantage of the early artists. So what's happening now, the influencers, the brands are now saying, oh, I can make bread over there, and they're gonna do that. And me and Don are like, nah, here. We already saw what happened.
Yeah.
It's not happening on our watch because that's what they're doing. They're trying to take advantage and they'll lowball the creators like that. They'll like not the black and brown, right? They chilling, right? We'll get discrepancies, bro. Like we've had the same company, 200 for the Spanish creator, 20 grand for the white creator, 20 grand for the black creator, 100 grand for the white creator.
Not like, knowing that we represent them all.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Why?
Yeah, so look, it's the economics aspects is far and wide, right? So essentially, they think that we only represent black and brown creators, but not knowing that we represent, you know, their counterparts. So when those deals do come and we say, well, what's the difference between this one and that one, and we giving them numbers, they start to backtrack. Like, wait a minute, y'all represent them too? I'm like, yeah. So now y'all showing us that there's something different because you're. So what's the difference? It's the same numbers, same engagement, same everything, and one has actually the Latinx. It's broad. Yeah. So why not give them a bigger deal because of even what they have? Yeah. The thing is that the companies only see fit to make money off of the culture and not pay for it. And because of that, Myq and I, you know, we sit at these tables, you know, Spanish guy and a Jamaican, and we sit there, and you know, because that's hip hop, right, from the Bronx. So so at the end of the day, we sit there at these tables sometimes, and it becomes the fight becomes very like a tug of war-ish, because we know what we stand for, we know what, and we've walked away from a bunch of six-figure deals just because it didn't fit the mold of what we want, and we want to let them know that we can't be bought. So, and the concept for us is that we can't be bought. So, you know, they'll dangle the carrot, man. Like, yo, listen, sometimes we have to ask ourselves, like, yo, you sure? You know what I'm saying? But the fact that we stand on our morals and integrity, and literally that's a part of our inside of our company is ingrained. Truth, honesty, integrity. We stand on that, which leads to success. So that's one of the biggest things for us.
And real quick to answer your question, when you said why is that? I'm gonna tell you because it's our community.
Yes.
Right. What happens is that not everybody, and I'm not patting ourselves on the back. Not everybody has Myq Don, like, and not us or people like us. So when they come to us and say, I'll use that number, hey, $200 for such and such, and we're like, hell no. Right? They'll go to the next, and our community doesn't have the knowledge of what they're worth or their value sometimes, and they'll take that money. So what happens is they go to Myq Don and they say, no, hey, I'm gonna go over here. Everybody has to sit there and say, nah, we worth this. And that's the difficult part. So we can only do our slice, right? And sit there and say, when you're in our house, we're gonna take care of you, because that's how we are. Like, you know, I always say to everybody, like, I wish our saying could be like, you know, this group, we actually give a shit. because we're doing more than the next or anybody else that's out here, because I stand on that. You know what I mean? Like, we try to help and teach you about everything that you don't know. Like, hey, as soon as you come in, when it gets to the business side, it's like, okay, have you formed the business yet? Okay, boom. What about, are you at a point where you can, you know, for financial literacy, are you at that? But we have to take you through those steps, because, like Don says, it's not about the moments, it's about the career, and we have to do that, and we have to help you. We're not just sitting there, oh, you're 20%, you're 20%, oh, fuck it, let's just try to get as much as possible. No, because this is a legacy play. Because we got to pass it down. You know what I mean? And we speak all the time. It's like, my grandfather, my great grandfather is not a Rockefeller. Like, I don't have this passed down. We have entrepreneur spirit from legal and illegal in our families, right? We know how to, but to do what we're trying to do, where it's passing down a legacy play and all that, we've never done it. So we got to do what we got to do we're going based off of morals, values, character, like all of that, because that ends up winning in this business culture.
And the stuff that's missing. So we're giving, and especially because everybody wanted. So I'm gonna even backtrack. So they say 90% of kids were asked in schools what they want to be, and they say they want to be a content creator. So that people are not even saying they want to be doctors and lawyers and this anymore, because they're making it, because social media is everything so rapid. They're saying that you can be this, right? And the algorithm only shows the foolery here, because other places they're showing people becoming electricians and this and that and that. But with us, we're showing the good and bad of what you can and can't do to be able to kind of like utilize social media to your advantage. Because you can become an entrepreneur. You can actually be an electrician, own your own company, and promote it on social media to then get more business. So the concept for us is that everybody can be an influencer, because anybody's an influencer in their own right. Like, as far as what they do for a living, if you are the person that the boss or whoever, you're the supervisor, and people come to you, you have influence. So that doesn't change once you turn on your phone. It's the same concept. But the content creator, because we have people that are offering billions of dollars to these people, it changes the dynamic of the business. So you're talking about a person like, one of these content creators from YouTube was offered $1 billion for a percentage of his company. He turned it down and said, I'm not worth $1 billion, we're worth $4 or plus, or however. So you know what that did for us? It sent shockwaves saying like, yo, companies are coming and offering $1 billion for a percentage. That means in the next 5 to 10 years, this business is going to scale. It's more scalable. Who's the one that creates the culture? We do. Who's the one that creates this? We do. Who do they follow? We. So, and you know who's gonna get the less if Myq and I don't, and a bunch of us don't step up? We are, because it's gonna be them at the top and us here, opposed to close the gap. So that's the biggest thing, especially with this content creator influencer world. It's also the business aspect of it too. Anybody could turn on the phone and become this popular person, but who can monetize from it?
So for me, y'all not just out there taking somebody all willy-nilly back and forth. So when it comes to that, what are y'all looking for as far as talent-wise? What's the difference between somebody that's gonna last and an actual trend?
I'll tell you, because we don't look at the talent first. We look at the person first. So it don't matter if you got 10 followers or 45 million. We have to speak, what's your real name? All right, let's speak to that person. Because our motto is the mind and the person got to be right before the business can be right. So, and management and representation, we do both, because it started as management, turned into an agency where we can represent. Represent is just like, I call you, I got a situation, okay, cool, that's transactional. Management's a heavy lift, right? So we got to see, are you a good person? Do I want to answer the call? When you call me or Don, like, because we have to sit there in the passenger side with you and build a career, because we're not thinking about this. We're thinking about, okay, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna put in as much as hopefully that you do. So that we like talent, right? Because especially influencer aspect, people think, put my head through a wall, get views, because there's all of that out there. Get that, and that shit is corny. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's part of what it is. But for us, for management, we look for talented individuals, like the Ken Stars, like the Cheek Land Millennials, like the Jufus, like that they have some sort of substance that we can build upon. You know what I mean? Because I just think too many people in this industry, because it's 140 characters, because it's 15 seconds, 30 seconds, everybody looking for that quick buck. You know what I mean? And I get it and I understand it, but I just come from a different generation. You know what I mean?
I like the fact that y'all sit down and y'all be sticking the vultures. That's taken from the vultures, sticking them. I love it. I love it.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because and you know, growing up, you 48, I'm 50, so you know what I'm saying. This is the 50th year of hip hop. So like you said, we are hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to see some of the things that have happened throughout the years, especially with early hip hop, like I remember growing up, sitting down, rapping, and people from my block thought I was cool. Yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit. They thought I was. Nah, I don't do that no more. Nah. So you know, I used to do a little bit, but it wasn't no money there. It wasn't no money in that.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? You rather did something illegal than to sat down and did you know the hip hop, the rap thing, because there was no money in it.
Right.
And the money that, and then you know to see the transition, of course, but so many people got taken advantage of.
That's what.
Also,
and that's the whole
and that's,
thing.
yeah,
and that's why we can't. For us, like I said, hip hop. There was no example.
Yeah.
That just happened. It was like, you know, because back then it was you either a dealer. A basketball player, right?
Yes.
Then hip hop started, nobody knew, and then there was like, oh shit, I can make some bread with that.
Yeah.
But we have that example now, and again, it's guys like us. I don't know, honestly. I don't want to say it can't happen, but I don't know if a 25-year-old can really understand that.
Okay.
They didn't see that.
Yeah.
They didn't see somebody getting taken advantage. They didn't see a whole culture getting taken advantage of. We did.
Yeah.
So that's why when people come to us and it's like we throw a curveball to them, it's foreign to them because they're accustomed
100%.
to just money,
Instant, right
email,
now.
this, that, third. It's like, no, hold on a second. You know what I mean? Like that they just send stuff. You know, like there was a situation with Live Nation for one of our clients, right? And they sent the paperwork. It was a good situation. Money was cool. But then that word perpetuity was in there, right? I mean, and that perpetuity is forever. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to own the content forever. So said, listen, everything looks great. We gotta remove that. Can you put some sort of years to that?
Years.
And they were like, oh no, it's just because, you know, just so we can use on the site and all that. I'm like, I'm not saying that you're gonna do anything with it. I said, but what happens if they become Kim Kardashian tomorrow?
Yes.
Now you just got this at this price, and now you have it forever, and you can do that because now we're signing something saying you have it forever. But you paid the price for here. When 5 years from now, once we own it, now you can't use it, and now it becomes, if it's 20,000 now it becomes 400 out of whatever the number is.
Yeah.
But they don't. He was like, oh, I didn't even think about it because it's so cookie cutter. And people are just
He thought about it.
They did think about it. You was supposed to think about it.
Yeah.
You wasn't supposed to think about it. Who told you could read? That's some nerve knowing how to read. You read that part and you knew what the word meant. Here you go.
Yeah, perpetuity.
Here you go.
Perpetuity is not our friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hate when we be like, oh, so how many years? What do you mean? For how long? Well, how long what? It says perpetuity. So, and when it says perpetuity and universe, you have to ask yourself, like, what do they mean? They mean they can use it if we go to Mars? Yes. You know what I'm saying? So when you see that contract and it says perpetuity and universe, be very leerful. Very, very leery. Because
Those
that
are
means,
jewels. Those are jewels, fellas. Those are jewels, people out there. I hope y'all listening. Yeah.
I don't even like them words no more.
But you know what's crazy? It's crazy because it's like we say that, right? And we're in a position that we can do that. There's certain situations when you're on the come up, sometimes you gotta sign that. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is different. Like, you know, even on the music side, you know, people be like, oh, I'll never sign. I want to own my man. Like, because you're ingrained with all of this stuff, but you don't really, every situation is different. You may want to own your masters because you know what? You have financing, you have bread, you're able to do this. You may sit there and be like, yo, I just need to get on. I don't have that, so I am going to sign. And then once, like, a thing for us is get in the building.
Yeah.
Once you're in the building, you can renegotiate.
Yeah,
so, you know,
it's
it's not all black and white out here. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. It's like we hate that word. We have some clients that are becoming this, like, you know, we might have to do this just to get in the door.
Okay. No, that's and
Yeah,
also
yeah.
too, like we also do a lot of stuff with sync, right? So sync licensing and this is that. So one of our clients does a lot of the WWE stuff, right? And the WWE intros for some of the girl wrestlers, right? And she may not own the percentage of a big percentage of the record, but what ends up happening is that 20,000 plus people are listening to it. Her name is on the release of the song, and then she capitalized on it on everything else. The other day, her mom calls me and goes, "Hey, listen, she just got a check, from her residuals. You would think she would have got $1 million check." I'm like, she's like, "Yo," I said, but it's the fact that she was able to make $500 to $1,000 residually. She's like, wait a minute, that means this is possible. And nobody was teaching her how to do that. Then we came along, and then it showed her how to be able to make money long term. So, and the thing is that the average artist is not even making any money. So you're talking about a person that nobody knows of, but she's very skilled at writing. We get her an opportunity to do. I think it's her 6th placement currently, but those songs are being played all over. All of the female wrestlers is her voice, and now she's utilizing it to do other things for other people, and we're able to now give that, and give a person hope. And her parents are like, wait a minute, it is possible, because she has her parents supporting her, and now we're able to show them like it's possible.
That's why Mom's called, because she was like, oh, this is great. She really getting bread on this. Hold on. She wasn't playing around. That's why Mom does call.
She said, let's pay the bill. I'm like, there it goes.
Oh man, we need y'all.
We need to come to the show.
We need y'all. All right, we need y'all. But I just want to say, from my perspective on what I've heard, I want to say, I hope you guys and wish you guys enormous and abundant success.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
To sit down and see that you guys are actually helping people, transition.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And transition from that mindset, because that's what it is, a mindset.
That's a fact.
From today, especially the microwave, today to thinking about, yo, let's let it cook for a while. Let's let it simmer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might not
started from the shower.
From the shower.
And listen, you helping them getting closer to their dream too. At that.
Yes.
Always. But it's difficult because it's what we're battling. That our mindset with their mindset, right? It's so difficult, because I had a problem with it at the beginning. Because again, from what I grew up, it's work, it's hard work. Like you gotta, from the music back, you know what I'm saying? You gotta throw them stickers up. You gotta, you gotta do this stuff. If I want music, I gotta go to the, you know what I'm saying? I gotta put, I gotta do all that. And now everything is here. You know what I mean? So it was difficult for me to understand until I understood that, wow, this is society, and how do we navigate that? You know what I mean? Like I tell my youngest son is 13, and I never tell him, well, I was 13, so I know. No, I was 13, but I wasn't 13 in today's days. So there's an understanding that you have to have with what's going on, because we grew up, it was, your information was from whoever was in your household, whether it's 1 or 2. Boom, coming in here. Now, it's like you got to worry about who your kid is in school with, if they get raised by the iPhone, by social media, and all information that, they're 6, but they're getting 17-year-old information. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit difficult. So that's why I say we always go on the person aspect of it. Going back to that, are you a good person? We ask them, how'd you grow up? You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff, because we want you to be you. You don't have to be us. You don't have to be hip hop. Everything. Just if you're honest and authentic to yourself, we love that.
That's a fact.
We love that. You know what I mean? And it doesn't, like I said, you don't have to have a Yankee fitted. You know what I mean? You don't even gotta like hip hop. Like seriously, once you come in and you feel the authenticity and you feel the energy, because again, like Don said, we very spiritual, energy, all of that type of stuff. If you feel off, we good. Oh, we can make this. We holler at you.
Good luck.
God bless.
God bless.
God bless.
Yeah, God bless. Well, and I mean, that's for me. And I see. I brought my sons because I wanted them to see, like, why they allowed to live the way they live. You know what I'm saying? And see this? And on top of that, to let them understand that anything they put their mind to is possible, right? So sometimes they hear me moving around and doing things, but they don't see us. So today I was like, yo, you know what? You guys are coming with us because I want you to see why you're able to open the fridge.
And it's full.
And it's full.
You know what I'm saying?
And it ain't no frills.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Because we did some fruit rings.
They got none of that.
You know what I'm saying?
Razor brand.
These guys really eat Honey Nut Cheerios.
They don't know nothing about a box of Kaboom.
Know what I'm saying?
I see a box of Kabooms, okay? They don't know nothing about a box of Kaboom.
Look, they going in now.
Yeah.
Yo, Kaboom. Yeah. What? So we still here, 237. Catch me on the stoop, no place like home. You know what I'm saying? And the two of y'all got some big things going. This this group incorporated, or is it this incorporated group?
Well, actually, the full name is Trust This Group Incorporated.
Trust This Group Incorporated.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the full. That's the government.
Yeah, we need the government. We need the government. We need the government.
So what's shaking right now? What
What
y'all
y'all
got
got?
shaking
Yeah.
right now?
So,
But first, we want to sit down and say thank you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate this.
Shout out to our partners.
That's always that's good. Hold on.
That's how you
Cheers. You know what I'm saying?
Product placement. I like that, baby.
Yeah.
they came in and, the liquor sponsor for our podcast network. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Dren. You know what I mean? So that was dope. Another dude like us. I always say that, we cut from the same cloth, just got different tailors. You know what I mean?
Got you.
But and speaking of Duce, like kind of keeping it in the building, we have Chica and Melanie that are going to be the faces of the fall campaign for Paper Plane.
And action.
Leave him alone. You flirting with her.
No way.
Yes, you are. Look at you. Ready to save another bitch.
Wow. Did a whole shoot all day out in Jersey. State Park. They did like this whole thing, which is pretty dope. They're really putting a lot behind it. So that was big because we kind of linking with them, and it was crazy how we linked with Dren after the fact. And it's like, because people have said to us, y'all like a boutique rock nation. And then, Dren was there, he was like, yo, I definitely see it. And I understand from the hip hop concept, you know what I'm saying? But I'll let Don talk about the
energy attract energy though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Then we got some other things.
Yeah, so one of our clients from Brooklyn, his name is Jufu. He ended up this is second placement with EA, the video game. Yeah. So he did. He did Madden 21. So he ended up. So one of the guys that helped created Call of Duty got a new game called Immortal Avium.
And yo, not to cut you off, but we're huge gamers.
Oh,
huge gamers.
Killer season.
Killer season was better than you. We are huge gamers out there, and we play Call of Duty, we play Madden, and 2K.
Oh no, so what we do is when we do the event, we're gonna send y'all an invite.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all can come through and check it out.
Yeah.
So essentially, he ended up having his song as the title song for this new game, and we was like, all right, we had a meeting with EA. We sat down and talked with them, and then they were like, yo, there's more here. I was like, what do you mean? It's like, yo, there's a lot more here than just this. How about us partnering with you guys? And we want you guys to really be partners. And I was like, all right, cool. So then we ended up doing a partnership with EA. Our production shot a whole trailer for them with our influencers, almost similar to how they did Call of Duty with all the people. So we did our own with our influencers from New York.
We could be the mission in 2K. They in the city. You pull up to the stoop. You come see us.
And I dive over the
But yo, you know what? We want to sit down and thank y'all because we gonna chop it up some more.
Nah, for sure.
We want to thank y'all for coming out and chopping it up with us.
Always appreciate it,
Don.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
And more blessings. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And some more.
Facts.
Yeah,
Catch me on the stoop,
baby. You know what it is.
No place like home.
We out here.